أولنا محمد أوسطنا محمد آخرنا محمد صل على محمد آخرنا محمد صل على محمد.
مو عجب تقهر الأرض وانت ساكن ثراها،
الله يا طه.
مو عجب يختفي القمر من تنور دجاها،
الله يا طه.
مو عجب تخجل الشمس وانت ماحي ضياها.
الله يا طه.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. This is Bayt Naqawi, and this is just a video where I want to speak to you about the verse of purification, where we, the followers of Ahlul Bayt, say that this verse is a witness to the infallibility of the household of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, this is refuting a Sunni argument. That Sunni argument being Ahlul Bayt, the verse being used here, the words being used here, Ahlul Bayt, is a collective noun. Now, why would they say this is a collective noun? When we come forward and we say ankum and وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ are masculine, which indicates that there has to be at least one male in this group, and the Sunnis, on the other hand, on the contrary, believe that this refers to wives. Obviously, there's not an agreement. So they say Ahlul Bayt over here is a collective noun. So let's remember some key facts. Bayt is not plural, it's one house. Now, this cannot be a collective noun, because I say that the previous and the next verse refutes that fact. Let's see how. Remember, Bayt is one house. When we go to the beginning of Surah 32, it says وَقَرْنَا فِي بُيُوتِكُنَّا. Now, what's so spectacular about this point is that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was using the collective noun here, then why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not use a collective noun here and not say buyutikum? Because in this verse, according to our brothers in Ahlul Sunnah, it refers to all the wives without any exception. And this also refers to all the wives without any exception. But so then, why the sudden change in address? We're not talking about kum or kunna here. We're talking about the words bayt. Over here, it's buyut, which is the plural of bayt. Why is the word buyut being used when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on one hand uses the collective noun? Why didn't he use the collective noun here with buyutikunna? If that makes any sense to the viewers, that the point that I'm trying to make. Someone can possibly argue and say to me, well, you know, the word buyut is being used here, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just changed his address to Ahlul Bayt. Well then, the next verse, look at the next verse. وَإِذْكُرْنَا مَا يُتْلَى فِي بُيُوتِكُنَّ. We're like, okay, let's just accept for the sake of the argument that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing the wives with buyut as first, then bayt. But then why is he going back to buyutikunna? Buyut again. Because surely if this was the case and Ahlul Bayt was a collective noun, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have continued that attitude. But no, he uses Ahlul Bayt as singular, which indicates that the people being addressed in this verse are different from those being addressed in the previous and verses afterwards.
تشهد لك نورك يدور الفلك قادم بكمتك واللي يعاديكم هلك الله بك انقذ من تايه بجار ظلم تجرع